Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to the channel. Now, if you're new to the crew, make sure you subscribe, get notified for more videos just like this. But today we're going to be talking about 5 of my favorite phones under $200. Now, the first one we're going to be talking about is the Moto G Power 2021. Now, this device is actually really sweet. It offers facial recognition, and it also does offer the fingerprint sensor on the side, as well as a 5000 milliamp hour battery. We do have some really nice performance with the Snapdragon 662 on this device, 3 gigabytes of RAM on this guy. The internal storage is 32 gigabytes. You can expand that to the SD, only use it for photos and videos, so just keep that in mind. But when it comes to the photos on this phone, they're going to be really nice because we do get a nice camera which does give you 8x zoom. You also do get some really nice modes on here like portrait, cutout filter, night vision, photos. You can also get some really cool shots when you're using the slow motion as well. So the 48 megapixel for photos and portraits does come out really nice. You get some different effects right here where you can blur it out on the background, and those do come out really nice when you do hold it still. It does say hold still, and like I said, there's just some really good features for that price point of $200. It's about $200 even. I do recommend getting the 64 gigabyte model. SD card slot right here. You also do get your type C, a loudspeaker at the bottom, and a headphone jack, guys. Now, the next device that I want to talk about right here is the Nokia 4.2. Now, this device has Android 1, so you're going to be able to get really good updates on this device using Google's agreement with, the update center. So this thing is supposed to get some really good software updates as well. So this device does get software updates all the time. As you can see right here, I'm getting a security patch right now, but we really do get a nice build. This device is about 2 years old at this point, but it has a 295 pixels per inch display, water drop notch at the top. It does look pretty decent. Snapdragon 439 on here, which is actually still powerful when it comes to light gaming and things of that nature. But it does have 32 gigabytes of internal storage, which can be moved to the SD card. If you do have an SD card slot, you can move the apps to the SD card, which is really cool. An ambient light sensor on the power button, which I do like, and volume rockers, which are really clicky, kind of like a Google phone. So this device does have some nice clicky buttons. 13 megapixel, which is completely flush in the back of the phone, and a 2 megapixel secondary camera, and we get 1080 recording on these cameras, which look really nice, and a really sweet front facing 8 megapixel camera on this device. So I really like this camera when it comes to the overall quality. It just looks really good. You're gonna get live bokeh on here, pro mode, and things of that nature. So it can take some decent shots when you're using the cameras on here. You do get live bokeh, like I did say before. So that's just gonna come out really nice, as you can see right here. But I do like the Nokia 4.2 because it just gets updates, and you're gonna get you're gonna get the Android 11 on this device as well. Now, this is another one of my favorite devices. This is the Samsung Galaxy A30. It does have a plastic polycarbonate design, but it almost mimics glass. We have a Super AMOLED display on this device, 19 by 5.9, Full HD plus, 23 by 40, 1080, 403 pixels per inch, Super AMOLED, really bright, really colorful. So it's a very high density display with Gorilla Glass 3, volume rockers on the right, power button beneath it, Type-C and 3.5mm headphone jack plastic frame on here, but we are getting the Exynos 7 octa-core 7904 octa-core chip with 4GB of RAM, 64GB of internal storage, the gyroscope sensor, and some solid cameras on this device as well. So we do get the, as you can see, a lens which does expand out right here, and we also do get that main lens as well. So live focus on board as well. Just some really solid options here when it comes to the camera. You know what I mean. So really good camera systems on here, and the front facing camera is a 16 megapixel, and it's going to offer some really good details when you're looking at it. You get live focus as well. You also do get the group mode photo where it can go further out. So I really do like this device. We also have Android 10 on here with a lot of software updates that we're getting from Samsung. So I definitely think that's pretty cool. But let's see when's the last one we did get. And yeah, I do really like this device in 2021. It's one of my favorites. We do get the February 1st security patch, which I definitely think is pretty cool as well. Samsung does always include headphones, wall brick for fast charging at 15 watts as well, and Type-C charger inside. So they do give you a clip so you can remove your SIM tray remover tool as well, and that always on display, which is really cool. The next device I wanted to get into was the LG K50S right here. Now this device does give you wall brick headphones as well as your phone as well. So they do offer everything inside. These headphones are really nice as well. They do give you that clip for volume, pause and play. Type-C fast charging on here on board too. So that's really cool. This one is just the standard 10-watt charger though, but this device does have a lot of cool features. Military grade standard 5000 milliamp hour battery on this device, Google Assistant button, and we do get a triple camera setup on here too. Now we are getting the Helio P22 6.5 HD plus display that gives you about 259 pixels per inch with the water drop notch on here as well, but 3GB of RAM for this one. The camera does look pretty decent when using it. You're gonna get wide angle for video and for photos, which is something I really do like about this device, because when you go to the video, you can hit this button and you can get your videos for wide for videos as well. AI cameras on here, then we get more modes as well. No night mode, but this device does record in 1080p. No image stabilization on here, so just keep that in mind. But for $130, this device does perform really snappy. It does do everything that I want it to do on here, and there is a little notification light hidden at the top right hand corner when I get notifications coming in. Right now there's no notifications coming in though, but as you can see on the back, we do get those triple cameras. It's a 13 megapixel, 5 megapixel, and 2 megapixel for portrait, and the 5 is the wide angle lens. So I do like, they do offer optical image stabilization on here, but it's not going to be the best one that you've ever seen in the world for the price. But when it comes to the memory on this device, that's where it kind of goes, it's not the best in the world, because as you can see, I'm using up 26 out of 32, so I kind of wish that I had 64 instead. But we do get Android 10 on here, and we do get software updates on this device as well. So if I was to check right here, I would be able to check for my updates inside of the update center, and let's just check and see what's going on as far as software updates. It does say I'm currently up to date as well, but this device is pretty nice to use. The overall software is pretty nice. It does tell me that I'm on the October 2020 security patch, But overall, really solid device. We do get 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. We do get the you know, most of the features. DTS surround sound is something that I do like when you have a pair of headphones on this device. But overall, really solid. The Google Assistant button, and just a really nice, solid build in the hand. Now, the Blackvue is another phone that I really love for this price. It also does give you a lot of things that come in the box. So you get a case included in the package, as well as your charging brick. You know, I get some headphones in here too, which is actually really cool. These mimic the these look exactly like the AirPods. They did it just like them. Wall brick, a Type-C for headphones, and you know, your wall brick as well. So they did it really nice. They put everything in there for your own, you know, startup pleasure. You get a matte black back finish on this device, which is one of my favorite devices. This kind of reminds me of like an LG device, the way it's designed. It's just got a really nice curve on the back. Matte green finish on here. This phone was released about a year ago, but it's got a 6.49 inch LCD IPS display, 265 pixels on here. But I really do like this device. It just reminds me of like an LG phone, how they did it. But you don't get an app tray on here, but it has a really clean feel to it whenever I'm using it. It's just really sweet. The animations look really nice as well. I could get to music really quickly. Comes in a variety of different colors as well. Now those cameras on the back of there are pretty cool. We get 4 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabytes of internal storage, and you can move your apps to the SD card. 13 megapixel Samsung camera. Portraits is 2 megapixel, and these two cameras below are pretty much you know, 0.3 cameras, which, you know, just look cool. You know, 8 megapixel on the front. So I did download the Google Cam, but these cameras do take really good photos in good lighting. You get a pro mode here, bokeh mode on here, things of that nature. So let me just show you what a bokeh photo would look like. This is the beauty mode. They do give you a beauty mode on here. My hand was shaking when I took that, so I just kind of want to see how that looked. But it still came out pretty decent for that. You get the little stamp down below, but overall just a really solid budget device for about under $150. So this is one of my favorite devices as well for this price point. But let me know what you guys think down below. And the battery on here is also going to be really good, a 4,680 milliamp hour battery. And it just got a patch to the 2021 security update for January, which is cool. So hopefully we get more updates on here. But let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll get right back with you later, crew. Peace.